Here we go. I finished the entire menu at every fast food restaurant I went to for 72 hours. Let's get into it here.
What can I get for you today?
I'd like everything on the menu, please.
This is crazy. Oh.
You guys like chicken? For the next 72 hours, I'm eating everything on the menu at every fast food spot I go to. So I would like everything on the menu.
Yeah, look.
Over the next...
Like, what do you... How long do you think that takes, like, realistically? I think I might need to turn the volume up. Like, realistically, how long do you think that'll take to make? That's what I... 6, 7. What? 67 minutes? 6, 7. That's just gross, though. I feel like eating everything on the menu at every Taco Bell would kill me. No, I'm not even kidding. Taco Bell would absolutely kill me. Taco Bell, I get like 2, 3 things and it kills me. This would be so bad. This would actually be so bad.
Next 72 hours, every restaurant is going to be chosen from a random color wheel. And unfortunately, Taco Bell was the first choice.
Yeah, Taco Bell
With 30
would
items
suck.
on the menu, Taco Bell has one of the biggest
30
menus in fast food. But I'm gonna make this challenge just a bit more interesting.
Whatever number this pair of dice lands on is the number of fast food restaurants that I have to go to in this challenge.
Oh, that's kind of smart.
Including the Taco Bell, I have to order and eat every item from 7 fast food restaurants.
Can I even name 7 fast food restaurants? Let me see here. Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, Chick-fil-A. Wendy's, Cane's. Okay, and then I have a lot more I can name. Culver's, Jack in the Box, Bojangles, Whataburger, In-N-Out. Okay, yeah, I can name a lot. Never mind. Never mind.
And this challenge is only complete until
That's
every
a lot of
last calorie is eaten.
fucking food. Holy.
The 72 hours begins in 3,
Wingstop.
2, and 1.
The first item on the list was Taco Bell's classic soft taco, followed by the very crunchy hard taco. This challenge was off to a very delicious start.
But it
2 minutes
Taco
in,
Bell fucks
so
me
far,
up.
it is going absolutely sensational. Now it's time for my nacho.
Why
As
is
I
he
got into
eating
my
it like
nachos,
that?
I knew I needed to start working on the more challenging parts of the menu.
Nachos are down.
So I decided to go after Taco Bell's quesadillas next.
I'm most definitely going to be regretting this tomorrow morning, but you know what? What's that?
I don't think the quesadillas are that hard. It's just bread and cheese, I guess. But for me, they're not that hard.
Some extra flavor
to
to
eat.
these quesadillas.
Pause.
Quesadillas.
The chicken quesadilla tasted amazing. After taking down the first quesadilla, I moved on to the cheese. After the cheese quesadilla, I finished off with the steak quesadilla.
Quesadillas are down. Chalupa time.
I've never had a chalupa.
The chalupa at Taco Bell is one of my favorites.
I've never had it.
But it doesn't even come close to the deliciousness of the cheesy gordita crunch.
Never had that either.
After those items, I decided to move on to
My Taco Bell order is the my go-to every time. The oh, what is it called now? What is it called? What's it called? Crunchwrap. Crunchwrap Supreme. Go to Taco Bell order. Right there. I love the Crunchwrap Supreme.
another
And
classic
nacho
next.
fries.
Where are my Doritos Locos Taco people at? Taco Bell, I don't know
With a
what you were thinking
frozen-
when you discontinued the Cool Ranch, but
With the frozen
it's all good.
A few minutes later, I got to an item I've never had.
with the frozen think about it. Why can't I think of it? With a frozen Baja Blast. There it is.
Before. The Chipotle chicken melt. All I can say is that this was tasty. I
Those
finished
are
off the
good.
melt along with another taco. And then it was time
40.
for the crunch wrap.
This guy's gonna eat
Crunch
5,000.
wrap
Oh my god,
time.
so good. They're
I
so
just
good.
Destroyed my Crunch Wrap, but whatever.
They're so good.
It's pretty much impossible to not like the crunch wrap. After
Yeah,
the crunch wrap, I
facts.
decided to eat
Five-
the best item at Taco Bell.
5,000. 5,500 calories. He's not even done yet.
What? We are about 18 minutes into our first meal here, and flavor fatigue is starting to catch up with me right now. So what I'm gonna do is get into the best item on the Taco Bell menu, which also happens to be my favorite item on the Taco Bell menu. It is the Mexican pizza.
I've never had that either.
After the Mexican pizza is where things started to go downhill.
Look at all that food he has got.
Taco Bell, what are you putting in your burritos?
His bathroom's gonna be destroyed. Actually.
I started off this challenge pretty strong, but with the massive amount of sodium I was bombarding my stomach with, I was beginning to think I might not make it through meal number 1.
Oh my goodness, all I see are burritos in front of me. Oh, that was like the lowest calorie item on their menu, the cheese roll-up. Is it a cheese roll-up? There's chicken in it. It just all tastes the same at this point. You know what, before I attempt to eat these burritos, I gotta get into the second best thing on the menu, Taco Bell's Cinnabon Delights.
I made sure to thoroughly enjoy these Cinnabon Delights, because the most difficult part of this first meal was without a doubt gonna be taking down the 7 burritos on my table in front of me.
He's gonna eat 10,000 calories.
Like inside of my stomach. But these were the last things that I had to eat.
Oh, so many burritos. I really hope I don't have to eat burritos again in this challenge.
Saving these burritos for last was probably the dumbest thing I could have done. I gotta do it. I gotta get into the legendary cinnamon twist next.
That's disgusting. How do you even do that? How do you eat 10,000 calories?
With the help of the cinnamon twist, I was able to make it to the second to last burrito.
I don't even know what this is, but I can say I'm definitely not gonna be eating Taco Bell for a long time after this. Oh.
Even though I felt like a human burrito at this point, I was able to take down the last burrito and finish off meal 1.
Looks like that took us about 36 minutes.
The Taco Bell menu complete.
36 minutes?
So far, 11,140.
Whoa. That only took him 36 minutes? No way he gets up to 15,000 calories, right? That's insane.
Tomorrow morning is definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. This game seems sick, but
all right, everybody. So it's about 9:30 right now. It is time to spin the wheel to see where we're going next.
With what I had just
no way you're still hungry.
Before, I was very happy to see the wheel choose Raising Cane's.
Okay,
mainly because there's only 4 items on
that's
the menu. A few hours later, I went and picked up my Raising Cane's, and it was time to get the second meal started.
It's currently 2:30 right now, and it's time for the entire Raising Cane's menu.
All right, so the entire Raising Cane's menu. Does that include? Wait, no, he only got 4 things, so he didn't get the kids menu. I don't think the kids one. So that's 3, 4, and 6. So 6 and 4 is 10. That's 13 nuggets or chicken fingers, and that's actually 16 because there's 3 on the sandwich. That's not that bad. I feel I could do that. I feel like I could do that.
The first bite of Raising Cane's was fire.
You mean over tap? What does that mean,
Cane's,
Nathan?
and I was loving the chicken.
I forgot how good Raising Cane's chicken is.
Yeah, it's so good. Cane's is so good.
I'm gonna say that right now.
Cane's is actually so good.
After taking down the chicken, I decided to move on to the fries. If you've never had Raising Cane's before, just know that the menu at Raising Cane's is pretty much chicken, Texas toast, and Cane's signature sauce, which in my opinion are a pretty tasty
Cane's
combo.
is not overrated. Not at all.
They also have coleslaw too, which I'm not the biggest fan of.
That's crazy. No.
It's time for the second.
This might be a hot take for me, but I love Cane's coleslaw. I love it. I have to get the coleslaw every time I go to Cane's. I love it. I think it's so good. I actually think it's so good, and so many people hate it, and they sub it out for extra fries or an extra toast, but I don't know. I just love it. I think it's so good. I just like coleslaw, but, like, I genuinely think it's so good.
Only thing I don't like about Raising Cane's are the crinkle cut fries. We all know that waffle
That's
fries
crazy.
are the superior fries, followed by straight cut and then crinkle cut.
That's crazy.
What's your favorite kind of fry? Comment down below.
Everything was tasting.
Favorite kind of fry? McDonald's. I do have to say McDonald's. But don't say that it's a negative to Cane's, because even though crinkle cut, I have to say no. Actually, it goes McDonald's and probably Cane's. I don't know. I love crinkle cut. Like, even when I buy fries from the store, I get crinkle cut. That's crazy. Chick-fil-A waffle fries, though, are insane. Chick-fil-A, yeah, they are. Better than Cane's? Yeah, I would say they're better than Cane's, but I do like crinkle cut fries. But McDonald's has the best fries, no cap. Anybody, you can ask anybody on the planet. McDonald's, I mean, that's what their fries are the best.
Amazing, just not the coleslaw. I even tried putting it on top of a piece of toast, and it still wasn't good.
Now we gotta get to this meal right here. Yeah, I gotta jazz that up. You guys know what had to happen.
What is that? Is that ranch?
I was still trying to forget about the morning I just had. But I got another little reminder next.
That was me this morning.
Ew.
Third meal's down. Now I gotta get to this chicken sandwich right here.
What I made next was the highlight of the meal.
Oh, that was kind of good. It looked like what he did there. That looks fire.
After taking down this loaded Raising Cane's Wow Sauce chicken sandwich and the final coleslaw, meal
That
2
looks
was
so
complete.
good.
Oh my goodness.
Only 5,000
Shout out to
calories.
Raising Cane's, all right? I gotta say that was actually quite good.
Raising Cane's menu had been conquered. Total calories consumed at this point, 16,265.
That's
A few hours
insane.
later, the wheel landed on Cinnabon. With 7 total items, Cinnabon's menu isn't too crazy. So after picking
Yeah,
up my
but the
Cinnabon,
fucking-
I
it
decided
might not
I wanted
be-
to take this challenge up just
It might not be crazy, but the fucking calories in each of those things is going to be insane.
a few notches.
All right, everybody, here we are. Since I have 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's just
5,
straight
6,
dessert.
7 items on the table, I'm gonna give myself 7 minutes to take down all of this Cinnabon. And if I can't take down all the Cinnabon in the time limit, then I'm gonna have to double the next meal.
What?
Got some decaf coffee off here to the side. Where my carb lovers at? Where you at?
If you're a carb lover like me, grab some Eric the Electric merch. Link in bio.
Might have to buy some
3,
of that.
2, and 1.
I love carbs.
I started with Cinnabon's center of the roll, which was
So good.
absolutely delicious.
So good.
So good.
Using an extra side of icing, I moved on to the Bond Bites next.
A minute and 20 seconds in.
I thought the regular center of the roll was good. The caramel pecan was even better.
That just sounds good. Never had it.
Here's a Cinnabon cookie.
The Cinnabon cookie, I wasn't a huge fan of. So I decided to wash it down with an extra side of icing. The highest calorie item was up next.
Holy shit. Excuse my language.
With 3.5 minutes left, I did my best to enjoy as much of this 1,200 calorie pecan bun as much as possible.
5 minutes in.
With just 2 items left, I knew this was going to be a close one.
You have it. Oh yeah, cinnamon roll. You could take that down fast.
I
Yeah.
made it 6 minutes and 52 seconds.
The Cinnabon menu, conquered. Total calories consumed so far, 20,665.
I thought it was gonna be more than that.
Well, I survived today, but I have one massive food baby right now. I'm currently about 23 hours in. I'm gonna get some sleep. And tomorrow, it's time to go back after it. I'm currently about 37 hours into challenge, and as you can probably guess, I'm pretty fast fooded out.
This is right about when things started to really go downhill. The wheel landed on Chick-fil-A.
Oh my
I
God.
cruised through the Raising Cane's and Cinnabon menus yesterday. But with 18 items on the
Yeah,
menu that
Chick-fil-A
mainly
has a
consist of
lot.
protein, I knew this was going to make a serious dent in my stomach.
Hi, welcome to Chick-fil-A.
I was hoping to get everything on the menu, please.
One of everything on the menu?
Yeah, so it's gonna be...
Just to make sure the employee got my entire order right, I made sure to clarify.
Awesome. So your total today is going to be 104.26.
I feel like I'm gonna regret saying this, but if this video gets 70,000 likes, I will do this for 7 days if I end up surviving this video.
Oh my god, I don't even have to. Oh, this is 2 years ago. Oh,
First.
my bad.
How's it going?
Ha.
Small army, huh?
Yep, small army.
Nope.
I'm gonna read it back off. 1 spicy deluxe, small mac and cheese, and a cookie.
Is that gonna be enough for one person? Time to get this meal started!
Oh my gosh. Did you get one of every milkshake too?
Oh, and by the way, they throw in 2 orders of fries, and I'm not gonna turn down a free order of waffle fries, so.
I started off
Yeah.
with one of Chick-fil-A's newer menu items, the mac and cheese.
Why am I watching this while I'm hungry?
I decided that drinks weren't a part of this
These-
challenge.
this all
but
looks
since
good.
these were the drinks that I took down in my entire Chick-fil-A challenge a few years ago, I decided to include them in this meal. After working my way through the chicken noodle soup, I finally got to Chick-fil-A's legendary cookie. In my opinion, this is one of the best items at Chick-fil-A. The next item, not so much.
I don't know where my salad dressing is, so I'm just gonna use some Chick-fil-A sauce.
After using the Chick-fil-A sauce, I realized that the salad dressing was right in front of me. And after some more decoration, I dove into the salad.
That salad, that's my go-to. My go-to Chick-fil-A order used to be the Chick-fil-A Deluxe, the deluxe sandwich with a fry and a cookies and cream milkshake, but now it's the Cobb salad with a cookies and cream milkshake. But sometimes I get a order of fries too. Sometimes I don't. But I don't know, the Cobb salad's so good.
Normally, I'm not a huge fan of fast food salads, but this was surprisingly refreshing.
Yeah, it's so good. Shut up, Nathan.
Salad's down like 6,000 years later. Now you guys gotta comment down below what your favorite menu item is at Chick-fil-A. I haven't gotten to mine yet. We'll get there in a few minutes.
With
Hasn't
almost
he eaten
50% of the
those
menu down,
nuggets?
things were going surprisingly well, until I got to the next item.
I don't think I've ever had this sauce before. See how it's gonna be. Ooh, now it's got a kick.
Obviously, I wasn't a fan of the spicy sriracha sauce. Thankfully, I had some ranch on hand to help out.
All right,
I'm gonna get to my wrap next. The grilled cool wrap.
the wraps are pretty good there too.
Chick-fil-A's grilled cool wrap is another favorite of mine. But in my opinion, it's even better with some of their barbecue sauce on top. Speaking of condiments, I got into one of the best fast food condiments next.
What, Chick-fil-A
Let's go
sauce?
for some Polynesian sauce. Holy shit, that's good. It's probably the healthiest thing that I'll be eating in this entire challenge.
Probably. Save the nuggets for
Now it's
last.
time for the legendary and the iconic waffle fries, which are my favorite menu item at Chick-fil-A.
These waffle fries were extra tasty.
I guess 2 bars.
Waffle fries are
With
good.
just one item left after this, I had a decision to make.
The 2 boxes really necessary.
After the fries, it was time for the most popular item at Chick-fil-A, the chicken nuggets.
Really? That's the most popular item? That makes sense.
The entire Chick-fil-A menu has been conquered.
The entire Chick-fil-A menu, complete. Total calories consumed,
I don't
27,050.
think anything's going to be
I'm
Taco
very much
Bell.
hoping that the next fast
in
food menu I have
calories.
to eat is on the smaller side.
I was dreading this spin because by the end of this meal, I was pretty stuffed. But that dread turned to excitement when I saw MrBeast Burger pop up. Because when I took down the entire menu at MrBeast Burger a few years ago, not only was it tasty, but with just 9 items on the menu, it was super
years
easy.
ago.
But all that excitement drained
This
out
is
of me
2
a
years
few
ago.
hours
How
later.
long is
When I saw
how long has Mr. Beast Burger been a thing? I thought it hasn't been a thing that long. (2020) Wow, it's been out for 5 years. 5 years. Wow, I did not know that. I did not know that. I thought it's only been out for like a couple, almost half a decade. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
that MrBeast had pretty much doubled the menu, with the
Yeah,
addition of
that's
4 new
insane.
burgers,
Oh,
2
wow.
more sandwiches, and 2 more fries. When I saw the $191 bill, I knew this was going to be quite the battle.
Wow.
Are
you kidding me?
Trust me, I've got.
The first item on the list is the Chris style burger.
In my opinion, putting french fries on a burger is pretty legendary, so the first burger got my approval.
I don't even know if I
Nice,
have
good
any Mr. Beast burgers by me.
I would
do.
give that a 7 out of 10.
Let's see.
Now I'm gonna go after the Chandler burger.
Oh my god, I
There's
do.
Cheese Central right there.
There really wasn't anything special about the
Oh my
Chandler
god,
style,
I do.
but of course, I took it down anyways.
I would give that a
Oh my
5
god,
out
I
of 10.
do.
It's just a cheeseburger. Oh, they just flipped the burger bun on top of the other burger bun. Let's see, Mr. Beast.
The grilled cheese wasn't really that special either, but what I got to next is one of the best things
Whoa.
on the menu.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Now, I gotta get to the biggest burger on the menu, and it's the Mr. Beast Burger. Now, you can order a double Mr. Beast Burger, or you can order a triple Mr. Beast Burger. I chose the double because, you know, I'm
Yeah.
trying to wash my figure.
Yep.
After my pathetic joke, I dove headfirst into the MrBeast Burger.
That looks
You
good
know,
as
it's a double,
fuck.
it's still a lot of meat.
That looks good as fuck.
I'm gonna give the Mr. Beast Burger an 8 out of 10. These are the Beast style fries that have been beastified. I don't even know what that adjective means, but you know, let's just go with it. I don't know how I'm supposed to eat this.
Oh, it's just like
The
loaded
thought then
fries.
occurred to me. I should probably eat the beast style fries like a beast. Even though these were crinkle cut fries, they were seasoned to perfection.
These fries are spectacular.
While they
Yeah,
are very
see,
tasty, they're
crinkle
also-
cut. If you make crinkle cut right, they're good. They're one of the top tier fries. If you make them right. It's just if like they're too soggy or too burnt. I feel like that it's just like if you make them right, they're top tier fry.
Very filling.
Oh, it's good. Oh, that's not good at all.
I knew the regular crinkle cut fries weren't going to be anything special, so I decided to bring out some wow sauce to help out.
The beast fries definitely get a 10 out of 10. The fries I just had were just basic. Let's get a 4 out of 10. All right, well, we've made it to our first impossible item. Shout out to all the vegans out there that are watching. If you're vegan and you're watching, comment down below vegan, or put one of those avocado emojis, or like plant things that vegans usually use to identify themselves with on social media.
Maybe it was because my taste buds had melted away at this point, but this burger tasted legit.
It tastes like a burger.
With the amount of starch and protein sitting in my stomach, these burgers were getting harder and harder to eat.
Oh man, I have so much bread sitting in my stomach right now. I'm like out of breath. I'm very hot. I should call this the Mr. Bread Burger.
I decided to change things up and go after the chicken sandwich next, but my fullness was just getting worse.
Oh my goodness. I just went from being like moderately full to like not good full. Well, we have the beast fries. But the other fries are beast fries. I don't know where I am right now.
This is like, I don't know how you like,
feel
decide
like-
to do this.
Yeah, I feel like I just don't even need to say anything.
At this point,
All right, well, this is the Impossible Chandler.
I was not doing very well.
Everything just they're like the
So after
impossible
taking down this
something.
burger, I made a very important decision.
Oh,
I
impossible.
have
Jan-
one,
oh, it's just
two,
means that
three,
I'm good.
4, 5,
What am I
6
talking
items
about?
left, including the cookies. What I'm gonna do is call it right now, come back a little bit later. Almost at hour 49 right now.
The entire MrBeast Burger menu failed. I knew that if I saved the leftover burgers for the final day, that my chances of completing this challenge were slimmer than they already were.
It's currently 11:04 right now. I mean, it never gets old. Does it ever get old? I feel like I should make a segment in my videos about my food babies. I wish this were a vegetable.
With the Chick-fil-A from earlier and all the burgers I had just eaten,
You guys like chicken?
my stomach, along with my sanity, felt like they were in another dimension.
Oh,
But with just a few items left, I was almost at the end.
oh, I can't do another Impossible Burger.
After taking down the Carl's Deluxe, I had to get into the cookies next.
Last thing I need in my life is a 370 calorie cookie right now, but oh well. The question on my mind is, are they gonna be chewy or crunchy cookies?
The other question on my mind is why you're not subscribed if you're not subscribed already. Be sure to subscribe down below for more insane food challenges.
Oh, looks like they're gonna be chewy.
Chewy ones are so good. They're the best.
Just give me one.
With just one item left, I was finally at the end.
Well, everybody, I can't believe I made it here, but I've made it here. That has been the entire MrBeast menu.
MrBeast Burger, total calories consumed at this point,
That's crazy. It's still not more
36,790.
than
With
Taco
just 2
Bell.
meals and only a few hours left, I woke up ready to throw in the towel. This was the longest calorie challenge I had attempted in 2 years. This was also the biggest fast food challenge I've ever attempted. I knew that whatever the wheel landed on next was gonna make or break this challenge.
If it's
I was
crumble
also probably
cookie
gonna need
that
to
he's
utilize
cooked.
this pop-up bag.
I can't do crumble. I can't even finish a whole crumble.
All right,
cookie.
everybody. Well, we're almost at hour 66. All right, spinny, spin, spin.
The second to last meal was Krispy Kreme.
Oh,
With just 12 donuts on the regular menu, the mini donuts, and the new Chips Ahoy donuts, I actually stood a chance at completing this challenge.
Hi, thank you for choosing Krispy Kreme. What can I get for you today?
I'd like everything on the menu, please.
After some clarification to the employee, I was able to order my donuts.
yeah, that's so weird.
I'll have that for you.
Only
you so much.
$34 for
Look at the
everything on the
disgust I get
menu.
at the window.
That's
A
actually
few minutes later, I had
crazy.
my donuts in my hands, and it was time to get to the next meal.
All right, everybody. Donuts have been acquired. Let's go get our sweetness on. Boom. And there's our donut.
I was hopeful at the start of this meal, but as soon as I finished the first few donuts, I knew this was going to be rough.
I'm on donut number 3, and I'm already starting to feel it.
I had never spent 3 consecutive days eating this much fast food before. I had completely
That looks
underestimated
good.
how difficult this challenge was, but I did my best to keep pushing anyways.
Oh my goodness. I had to get to it sooner or later. This is the all-new Chips Ahoy donut.
That looks good.
Raspberry filled.
Raspberry donuts just happen to be one of my least favorite donuts in the world. After taking that down, along with the cinnamon sugar donut, it was time for the minis.
All right, everybody. Well, we have 1, 2, 7, 8 donuts left, plus our donut minis right here. I am fast fooded out right now.
After the mini donuts, I decided that enough was enough.
Everybody, I have 8 donuts left, but right now, my palate has just been bombarded with sugar.
The Krispy Kreme menu failed.
So what I think I'm gonna do is take my chances and spin the wheel for my last meal right now and just hope that I can come back to the next meal after some digestion time and I can close this one out with a victory.
The last entire menu of this fast food challenge had to be Chipotle.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the good news. If I could make it through all the items on the Chipotle menu and the leftover donuts, all 7 meals would be done, and this challenge would be complete. Now, the bad news. On top of having to eat the entire Chipotle menu, I realized that I left out an item in yesterday's Chick-fil-A challenge.
Hi there, can I just get a bag of chips, please? Oh, and 1 Diet Coke, please? I feel like I'm sweating fast food right now.
Even worse news. While the Chipotle menu may not be that big, their burritos are gigantic, and they can even be mistaken for a newborn child. With the morning I just had 2 days ago, I was still emotionally recovering from the Taco Bell burritos.
Not another burrito, man.
Either finish this meal and claim victory, or fail the 72-hour challenge. With just under 40,000 calories consumed, this final meal was going to be quite the finale.
Outplayed. Capture your best gaming moments. Outplayed automatically saves your games.
Final meal. How's it going, man? So I wanted to get everything on the menu. So I'm gonna do...
After the completely unfazed employee started making my tacos, he got to work on my burrito. I did my best to look away because this was making me all kinds of worried.
Chipotle's been acquired. Oh, man, I
love
hate fast food
Chipotle.
right now.
I didn't even know.
Alright,
I mean, I guess
it looks like
Chipotle's
I have about
considered
33
fast
minutes
food.
left in this entire challenge.
Surprisingly, the first Chipotle item was pretty refreshing, but with around
What the fuck is he eating that with? Is that like a... What the fuck? That's like a ladle. That's not even a spoon. That's like a fucking ladle.
a half hour left on the clock, taste was the last thing I was concerned with.
Burrito bowl's down. Now I gotta get onto my salad right here. Shout out to everybody out there on low-carb diets that's watching this.
I was actually semi-excited to eat the salad, until I noticed the hair sticking out. No! But a challenge is a challenge, and I got back to work anyways. With just a few items left,
I'll eat it still,
I knew
though.
this was going to be a close one.
How many times I've found a hair in my food and I'm just like... I don't know why, it doesn't faze me as much as it should. I feel like it just doesn't.
Burrito bowl it down. I have about 20 minutes remaining. I gotta get on over my chips. I'll pick that up later.
After getting into the chips, I remembered it was vital to include the guacamole, along with the queso. After diving into the chips, I couldn't help but notice the pile of donuts next to me.
All right, guacamole's down. I just know that when I hit those donuts, oh, it's really gonna start to get brutal, and it's already really brutal.
Using my queso, I was able to work my way through the rest of the Chipotle chips. After the Chipotle chips, I had my Chick-fil-A chips that were still left over.
The chips are down.
Hold on.
Almost.
Hold on. You guys can't see this, I realized. He has 13 minutes left, 13 and a half minutes left.
I'll pick it up later.
After working my way through the Chick-fil-A chips, along with one Chipotle taco, it was time to start working on the donuts.
All right, everybody, I have about 11 and a half minutes left. Gotta get to these donuts.
I started with Krispy Kreme's filled chocolate donut first. This was gonna be close.
Yeah, that's
Each donut felt like a sugary sandbag going into
10 minutes. He needs to finish his tacos, doesn't he?
Oh.
But all that was standing in my way between victory and defeat was just 2 tacos and a few donuts, along with the dreaded burrito.
Oh,
8.5 minutes left.
there's no way.
Oh my goodness.
I decided to dunk the Oreo donut in some salad dressing. Just kidding, that would have been
what?
really weird. I decided to get to my favorite donut next.
Finally made it to my favorite, the apple fritter.
Needless to say, this apple fritter was everything I needed. The only food left was the last donut and the dreaded Chipotle burrito.
I have 4.5 minutes left. Oh my goodness.
There's no way.
Oh, just looking at it. Oh, it brings back so many bad memories to like 2 nights ago.
There's no way. Chipotle burritos are so good, though.
I was doing everything I could to push back memories from a few days ago.
They're so good. No way.
2.5 minutes left.
And with less than a minute left on the clock, I claimed victory over 7 fast
Oh
food
my
menus.
god, he did it.
At 71 hours and 59 minutes.
Oh my god, he
I've
did
done
it.
it.
Oh my god, he did
This was
it.
one of the craziest calorie challenges that I've ever done. It was almost as crazy as the 50,000 calorie cheat day challenge. Go check that out next, just in case you missed it. Along with another food challenge.
Oh my god. That's crazy. W video. 72 hours he ate. Okay, how many calories did he eat again? Did it say? It didn't say how many calories he ate. Oh, I would like to know that. That's insane. That's actually crazy. Wow. W video. W video.